How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are back on Minecraft. It's been a while since I recorded. I decided to take a break from YouTube for a bit because I got a little frustrated about a few things. But today we are going to be taking a look at another redstone idea. It's not really much of an idea, it's just a redstone build switched around from some things I've seen before. Of course, I've actually been doing a little bit more work with those, trying to get a better build out of them, so it will be a lot easier to build. But right now we're going to be doing something that involves levers and locks. Now this is an easy way to confuse people, and then this is also a better way if you want to make a land as a survival map or a puzzle map. This could be something that you can put in your puzzle map. The redstone is a little bit sprawled out. You could probably make the redstone closer together and not take up so much space, but this is actually just how I built it, and I didn't feel like trying to make it a lot more compact because everybody knows me. A lot of people know how I am. I suck at redstone, and I've been actually trying to get better at it, but this is my build right here. I'll show you the redstone real quick, and this is what it looks like. It basically takes something of an idea from there with the piston doors. This is another locked door. Now here we have our tunnel and we have levers like crazy. These are the locking mechanisms. You've got to know which ones to pull, and then after you flip this lever, the doors shall be actually powered. So right now, nothing is happening because the locks are actually locked. So right now, everything should be up. Out of all these levers, 2 of these levers will end up opening these doors, and I'll show you how in a minute. After, I think it's the second one. I think it is that one actually. I'm not 100%. So it is this one. All right, so we're gonna place that block back, and it's right across from here. It's this one too. So these 2 are flipped on. That are, actually they are flipped on. So that means that that door is now officially unlocked. Then you flip this lever. And then normally, if I probably pressed the block wrong, I'm probably getting no power because I cut off the power circulation. Right there's where I cut off the power circulation. But anyways, normally you would have a half slab there so it doesn't cut off the power circulation, but I forgot to do that. So once that is actually unlocked, it will open up these doors. We're going to go ahead and shut this again, and then lock, and then unlock. So there we go. You can actually see, I think I locked the wrong one. You can go ahead and flip this, and then flip this, and then flip this lever, and it will open. Sorry if I'm confusing you a bit. There's actually a lot of levers here, so it's confusing me a little bit. So that right there proves that it is very easy. You can go ahead and walk through, and then we have the little area over there where I can show you guys how to build this. It basically takes the piston doors, which is more down here, from those ideas over here. And I will show you the redstone work here in a second after I get all this. Alright, so I figured an easier way to explain of how this actually works is taking out all the walls. So right here is actually the keys that actually allow you to be able to unlock the doors. If you see, I unlock these, and those doors open, and if I close them back, it locks them. So basically what happens right here is whenever you flip this lever right here, I'm actually going to flip that again and then turn the power off right here so the doors don't keep opening. What you want to do is after you flip this lever, you guys can probably see, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, right down where my redstone is. This block right here, you can see right here where I'm putting the orange block at. There's actually a piston down there. I'll see if I can move this out of the way right there. And then, I don't know how much I can move out of the way without breaking the build. Now if I can just go ahead and take this off real quick, there is redstone right there. Now there's also redstone right here. It just travels back from this lever. Whenever you flip the lever, it will power back and then down onto the block that was right here. And then, actually, let me go ahead and get some redstone real quick. I forgot to put that in the inventory. The redstone power will come down into this piece of redstone into the back of this piston. Now, whenever I'm going to actually flip this off, come on, flip off. There we go. I'm going to put the redstone there. So now, only way that this power can go completely through into that next piece of redstone that is right there, that allows this top piece to open up, is if there's a block in between there, or if there's a piece of redstone in between there. But that's the reason why I have the piston set like it is. So whenever this piston ends up getting powered on, it allows a block to be pushed in between this redstone repeater and then this redstone dust. Now what that does is it travels redstone power through that block into this redstone dust. When that block is not there, it has no block to put the redstone signal into. So right now, if I would go ahead and flip this lever, you guys would see that the redstone signal turns on here, powers through this block into this redstone dust. It also hits this redstone repeater, which travels up into only this piece right here. Now the other piece right here, it travels into those two, and that one I don't know why I have it set up that way. I guess it's just how I had it set up. So you go and do that. It'll show off the redstone current here, through here, and then it'll allow that to shut back. Basically, that's how both of them works. When you flip this off, that piston retracts, retracting that block back, not allowing the redstone signal to go through. Same with this side. You flip this right here, this piece right here will get pushed up, allowing the redstone signal to go through into that one. I actually don't know why I have these blocks right here, because you don't really need them. All you need is some redstone, but I think it looks a little bit cooler, just to show another concept of what this works with. So after the redstone signal passes through the block, it hits there, goes up, travels up to there, and of course I also have this piece of redstone down here, which will also travel down. After it hits these two pieces, it comes down into here. Now it's kind of confusing, I understand. I was confused why even trying to build this, because I was just doing it off the top of my head, because of course I wasn't very used to redstone, and I'm still not very used to redstone, so all this stuff is actually off the top of my head. Now I will be showing you how to build it right over here, and it probably will get a little confusing as we go, but as you guys can see right here is where we actually put our first lever, which is actually right here with this block. And I'm not playing on my modded account, so I do not have the zoom and all that kind of crap, so I have to walk back and forth. So right here is where we put our first lever at, and then we put redstone dust below it, and it continues to travel down. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually come over here, and I do have most of this, or some of this dug out and traveled up. You need a 14 by 10 block radius around this thing to build this. You put your redstone dust there, and we're going to break out these pieces right here, and then break out another layer of blocks. So then next you want to drop down your redstone there, drop your redstone here and here. So now you can see that whenever we actually end up flipping this lever, it will power the redstone that is below it and going out to both sides. So what you want to do, just to make sure your current is nice and strong, go ahead and put those down so it continues to push the current farther. So of course up here you want to go ahead and put down, you want to dig down 2 blocks. I did not need to break that block, which is not very good. You don't need a button either. I don't know why I have that with me. Probably from the last build I was trying to build on. So after you dig this down 2 blocks, you want to take your sticky pistons, one thing you definitely need. Put those down, and then your choice of block. Mine is blue wool, so that is what's going to be in our way. So I'm going to go ahead and dig out this block. Of course you need to be able to put your torches down. So you're going to have your redstone torches below it, which will power up. Then you want to dig out these 2 blocks. Then you want to put down your redstone repeaters, which is actually one more block farther. So whenever these redstone repeaters get power, it powers off those torches, which lets the door down. So of course you want to go ahead and build back up into a stairway type of thing. And then of course your redstone shall be coming down also. So when we go ahead and actually the redstone does not come down right there. This should actually all be one up. Alright, so after you have all this pushed up against that back line, since I had it 1 block up too far, I had to actually move it back. After you have that, you want to take your redstone repeaters just like normal, and you want to place it up against the block, facing the block that those redstone torches are on. And just for you guys that don't know that much about redstone, I'm going to show you exactly what it does. Whenever you power these redstone repeaters, it powers the block that the torches are on, which will turn the torches off, which will retract the pistons. And when you flip it back off, the redstone torches will turn back on, which will end up pushing the pistons back out and pushing the blocks back up. So that's basically how a lot of this works. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cover up this part. I might have confused you guys a little bit with that because I actually messed up myself. And that is something that happens frequently whenever it comes to building with a redstone. Redstone is very easy to mess up on. So this is where you want to break your blocks out. As far as I know, actually you only need to do it on one side. So of course over here you want to continue to break it out until you get to the very end. Now over here, I'm pretty sure you can do it the same way. I don't want to keep going back and forth, so I'm going to basically try to do this all in one run. And then, so next thing you want to do is basically do everything else you did with the other builds that you guys seen in my other builds or my other redstone videos. So you want to continue to make this wall, or this door actually. So what you want to do is you want to take your other block, you want to go 3 up, I think it is, and then break this one. No, it's 4 up. So you want to go with this one right here and break this one. Then you want to put your sticky piston facing downwards, not outwards. There we go. Then you want to break the top one, and then you of course want to just put another sticky piston on the edge of this one to make it be facing downwards. The next thing you want to do is take your orange or whatever color wool you want. I'm doing color coordinated just to make it easier with the redstone to make it not confuse you guys so much easier. So now next thing you want to do is of course you want to take your redstone repeaters and then face them inwards. and then you want to take your redstone torches and put them down right there. That will cause the redstone signal to travel into the sticky pistons and push them downwards. Now if you guys already know how to do this, go ahead and skip ahead to know how to do the torch towers and everything else from the other build. If you guys don't and you haven't watched the other video, either go watch that one or continue watching this. So now what you want to do is you want to continue the torch tower downwards. This is going to seem like it looks a little bit short, but it's because it's smaller, or it's down lower into the ground this time. Now what you want to do is go ahead and do this, and then you want to put another one right there. And then we're going to do the same to this one. So we're going to break right there, I think it is. Nope, right there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put down this block and take this one out. Actually, I think it is. There we go. Then we're going to take the redstone torch and then redstone torch. And as far as we know, that is perfectly fine. Those are still turned on, so that means they are closed. We're going to put another one there and another one there. And everything is still closed, so we are perfectly good. So now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing if I haven't confused you already. So now what we need to do is we basically need to make it where we can turn these off anytime we want. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our redstone repeater, we're going to put one into that block right there. So that way, whenever this block gets powered, it unpowers that one, and then we'll let that open. And same thing for this. Now these two down here will be linked up with this one right here, but not that one. It's just how I work. I don't know. It's just, I think it looks better. I don't know why. Makes the redstone a little bit more even, or not even, but less messy, I guess you guys can call it. So after we have that there, we want to do the exact same thing over here. We want to go ahead and break these parts out, and then we want to take a redstone repeater, and we want to put it there. That will all link up into this right here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to continue to dig it outwards, and there we go. So after we're going to take our redstone dust, we're going to travel it back to this, and then there we go. That basically shows, and then actually before we continue on with that, I keep on getting ahead of myself. We're going to put redstone dust there, and there. So therefore, whenever this lever is switched on, all these will be open except for this one right here, because I forgot to set that actually. We actually need to bring this back one. You guys probably will be getting confused until I get really good at redstone, because I'm not the best person to tell you how to do redstone, because I'm not the best at it either. So there we go. All the doors are open. So what you want to do is you want to flip this lever, and there we go. They close. It's just as simple as that. And of course, you can go ahead and put a block back here to make things look a little bit nicer. And then you want to go ahead and put your floor back. I'm pretty sure that can work. I don't know if I cut off the redstone. Nope, I didn't cut off the redstone. So we are perfectly fine to do that. Now this is going to look a little bit nicer than it did over there, because over there I was kind of in a hurry because I don't have much time to record. So that's the reason why I'm going a little bit faster in this video. So then of course you want to go ahead, you can build your roof out of whatever you want. I'm going to do orange, just like I did on the other side. So you want to go ahead and put your roof above you, and eventually we'll do the sides. So right here we're going to put one there and one there. That's where our other two levers are going to go. That's what's going to lock these from opening. So right now they are closed. So after we have all this set up, right now they are actually closed because there is no redstone signal going into that. So right behind this, you want to go ahead and break out the redstone. And then same on this side, exact same place. Maybe a little bit farther back actually, because this right here is connected right there. So you want to go ahead and break out the redstone. Then you want to go ahead and dig down too, right there, just like that. And you want to do the exact same thing on this side. Actually I think I may have miscounted whenever I counted how big the build should be. So, you might have a little bit extra space. My bad on that one. I think right now I'm actually making it more compact over here than I did over there. So that's the reason why I will have a little bit more space. So now the next thing you want to do is, of course, you want to have your sticky pistons right here. And then your block of choice in front of the sticky piston, which will allow the block to go up into here and travel the redstone current through. Now right here you actually want to have a redstone repeater, because that will allow the redstone circuit, or the redstone signal, to go through the block. And of course you want to do the exact same thing on the other side. Is you want to take whichever block of your choice, which we might actually have to build this all the way back here instead of here, because the turn. Now that is also a problem. I'm not the best at making decisions right on the spot. Right now, all these decisions I'm making of where things are going to be built are all right on the spot. So, you go ahead and put your sticky pistons right there, and then you're going to put your block of choice right there. So after it does that, you want to go ahead and actually want to test this out real quick. Alright, so far everything has seemed to be working on just fine. Now after you have your redstone pistons right there, what you want to do is dig 2 blocks right there, 2 blocks right there, and a block right there. And then you want to have your block just like that. I don't know if that confused you or not. If so, I am very sorry. And as far as I know, this can actually work. You want to put it like that. Can that actually work? I'm not 100% sure it can. Yes, it can. So after we have that, you want to have your redstone right here behind the levers. You don't want to have it going down. into the back of that redstone repeater. And then after that, basically, this right here is your lock for this side. There is no current going through into this setup over here. So nothing can happen, as you guys can see right here. I'm going to flip this. All the redstone comes up here, but it stops. After we flip this lever, which will allow that piston to extract, then it will allow the redstone current to completely go through, build up into this, and then there we go. Everything seems to be perfectly running fine. And same over here. There is no redstone current, so what we're going to do is we're going to build right there, break right there, and then we're going to break one right here. So now we got the, is that how I built it over there? I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to put this right here. After we're going to break this right there, right there, right there, right there. And then we shall be good. Alright, we're going to break this there, or put this there. Then we have our redstone put into the side of our sticky pistons. And then actually I built that all completely backwards. Alright, so I had a little bit of a mess up actually. So I'm going to continue off to where I was. Of course, you want to go ahead and break your blocks down into where you can end up reaching the redstone, or not the redstone, but the piston. So after you have your little land cleared, you're going to go ahead and put your redstone repeater down into the side of the piston. And of course, you want to have your block that comes over into your lock, and you want to have your redstone to travel down. And of course, I actually forgot to break this block. There we go. You want to have it traveling down into there. So now officially this block has not been lifted yet. Once you flip that, then it shall lift that block. And there we go. So we're gonna let those shut off, and then after that we're gonna flip this off. So there we go. So now that those are flipped off, if we flip this on, nothing happens. We flip this back, nothing happens. We flip these and then flip this, then they open. So, I hope I didn't confuse you too much, because this is kind of a confusing build for me. There's a lot going on. If you guys want me to try to re-explain it in a slower version when I have more time to record, I will. That's perfectly fine to me. So if you guys enjoy this, please show me some support on the channel. Smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And also let me know some redstone builds that you think are kind of easy for me to do. I'll try to explain some of them to other people that don't know how to do them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.